This NBA season's playoffs is going to be absolutely generational. When they, in 20, 30 years in the future, and they look back at the 2025 NBA playoffs, they're going to be like, we took that for granted because it's going to be one of the greatest playoff runs of all time. So this NBA season, we have teams like the Cleveland Cavaliers and the Oklahoma City Thunder, which record-wise, they are dominating the league. The Cavs are the first seed in the East, eight and a half games ahead of the second seed, 55 wins and 10 losses. In the West, the Thunder are 12 games ahead of the second seed with 54 wins and 12 losses. They're just absolutely dominating record-wise. But if you look deeper at these teams below them, they really have a shot to overtake them in the playoffs. Obviously, the Thunder and Cavs are staying the 1 seed for the rest of the season. But these teams are extremely talented in the lower seeds of the standings. Out west, you got teams like the Timberwolves, 7th seed, 38 and 29. They are on a 11-game win streak right now. They're getting hot at the most important time of the year. You got teams like the Warriors, the 6th seed, 38 and 28, getting hot at the right time of the year. Even you got playing teams. The Clippers could do damage. The Suns, no. Let's be real, no. But like the 5th seed Rockets, a young team, young energetic team. And then you got the vets, the vets, the experienced guys on the Lakers, LeBron James and Luka Doncic. That's all you got to say for the Lakers. LeBron James and Luka Doncic, that team is going to be scary to face as long as they get their players healthy. LeBron gets healthy, Jackson Hayes gets healthy, Rui Hachimura gets healthy. They're going to be a very scary team to face. And then the Nuggets, you got the greatest player in the world. That's all you have to say. They were champs a couple years ago. Jamal Murray is a good playoff riser. Nikola Jokic is the best player in the league. They know they've won it before. They know what it takes. And they could possibly get that job done. And then the 2-seeded Grizzlies, Jaren Jackson Jr. is playing out of his world, out of his mind. And if Ja Morant could step up a little bit, he has been in the second half of the year. If he could step up even more, that would be huge for the Grizzlies. Like I said, this is a deep playoff run. The Thunder, like I said, obviously number 1, best team in the league. But this is a 7-game series we're talking about. Say they go up against the Timberwolves in round 1. That might be 6-7 games. Favor the Thunder. But that's just 6-7 games that shouldn't be 6-7. It should be 5, right? But Timberwolves would give them a lot to deal with. And if we look out east, the Cleveland Cavaliers, easily number 1 seed in the East by a mile. But then you got the 2nd seed Boston Celtics, the reigning champions, 8.5 games behind. The Celtics have the best team, the best roster in the league still. Despite injuries, despite Kristaps Porzingis being sick for 3 weeks now, despite Jaylen Brown's knees giving out on him, despite Jrue Holiday broken finger, Al Horford can't play back-to-backs. Like, Jason Tatum absolutely carrying this team on his back lately. This team is still the best roster in the league, and they're reigning champions, and they're not no easy team to go up against. This is a team where they're looking to go to the finals again. No, they're not looking back. They're gonna go 100. Joe Mazzulla and these guys are gonna go 100%. No matter if they're facing the Cavs or if they're facing the Magic or the Hawks or the Pistons, which we'll talk about in a little bit. And then you got the 3-seeded Knicks. Jalen Brunson's out for a little bit, but like I said, a good team. the Knicks. Tom Thibodeau got to stop playing. They got to stop playing their guys 40 minutes a game, because that's what's wrong with the Knicks last couple years. They're good in the regular season, but come playoff time, everyone's tired. They're tired. They're beat up. They're injured. Karl-Anthony Towns, this is your time to step up with Jalen Brunson out. And we'll see in the playoffs. Karl-Anthony Towns played solid in the playoffs last year. But with Jalen Brunson, Karl-Anthony Towns, OG Anunoby, Mikal Bridges, this team can do some damage. But this isn't really the team that I'm worried about at all. Then you got the Milwaukee Bucks. These guys were champions like three years ago. 2021, I believe, 4 years ago. You have a top 3 player in the league with Giannis Antetokounmpo. I know you got Damian Lillard, still a top point guard in the league, top 10 point guard in the league. This team has issues, defensive issues, scoring issues, but you have one of the greatest players in the league, and that's really all you need. If Giannis can stay healthy, because he's been hurt these last couple playoffs, if he could stay healthy, who says the Bucks can't take down the Cavs? We haven't really seen the Cavs in a... Yeah, we saw the Cavs last year in a playoff series against the Celtics, but they lost in 5. This is a completely different Cavs team. But that Cavs team, they still have to prove. They have to prove these teams that they're not ready to... They're not playing around. 55-10 in the regular season. But come playoff time, if you fold, that 55-10 will obviously more later on in the season, more wins. But that just completely goes out the window. Same with the Thunder. They got to prove in the playoffs. Because say the Bucks, they got experience. The Nuggets, they got experience. Then we go to the 5th seed Pacers. I'm not the biggest Pacers fan. But you got guys like Pascal Siakam. You got a lot of depth. You got Tyrese Halliburton, which he's been playing better recently. We're not going to talk too much about them, but still a good team. A good, energetic, fast team that you have to worry about. The Detroit Pistons, a team that can get pretty scary. Young, great defense, solid offense, rising star Cade Cunningham leading this team to their first playoff appearance in years. I'm talking years. And then you got teams like the Hawks, Magic, Heat, not the Bulls. Bulls will be in the play-in most likely, but not the Bulls. Teams like the Heat and Magic were below 500, but they'll be in the play-in, so you kind of have to talk about them. But really, out east, you got teams like, let's talk about the real contenders, because like the Pacers, Pistons, like Knicks, they're gonna be annoying to deal with, but they're not the real contenders. Out east, you got real contenders, Cavs and Celtics. Those are your real contenders. Out west, this is where it gets deep. You got the Thunder, Nuggets, Lakers. Warriors, question mark? Are the Warriors real contenders? I believe so. The way that they've been playing with Jimmy Butler, they're real contenders. So, I think out west is going to be extremely interesting. More interesting than out east. Because like I said, out east, it's Celtics or Cavs. Realistically, the Bucks might do some damage. The Bucks might scare you a little bit if Giannis is healthy and Dame's playing like Dame. The Knicks, if the Knicks are healthy and they're playing consistent, they might, But it's mainly the Celtics trying to go back-to-back, and the Cleveland Cavaliers trying to prove their greatness. And out west, I think the Lakers could do it. I think the Nuggets could do it. I think the Warriors could do it. And the Thunder, obviously, I think they can do it. They might be a little too young. They need some experience. So that's why I genuinely think a Nuggets or Lakers could possibly take down the Thunder. Warriors would be a different story. Timberwolves, sneaky. I wouldn't say they're contenders, but they're a gritty team. You're not going to want to face them. Clippers, good team, but breeze right through. Say out west, if I'm picking 2 teams out west, because I've named 4 teams, but if I'm picking 2 teams out west, I got to go the Thunder and then the Lakers. If LeBron James and that team is healthy, if Luke is playing like Luka, if Luka's not hurt, bro, you have LeBron James and Luka Doncic, two basketball wizards. That's all you need. I promise you. Then out east, like I said, Cavs and Celtics. Cavs, all around, fantastic team. Fantastic defense, fantastic offense. Celtics, you have the best roster in the league. You just have to be consistent and play great basketball every single game. You can't take days off in the playoffs. You can't lose at home like they have been this season. You have to play hard every single game. And I think they will. Joe Mazzulla is taking this seriously. So, this 2025 NBA playoffs has the potential to be maybe not the greatest of all time, but extremely entertaining and might get this NBA viewership back.